Farmers have been protesting that, like everyone else, they might have to pay inheritance tax. But it's not like everyone else, is it? They can inherit as a family up to 3 million before their tax kicks in, and they pay half as much as everyone else, and they have 10 years to pay it over. This isn't a tax raid, it's making the tax system fairer after the policy was brought in under Margaret Thatcher, which opened up farmland, not for farmers, but for the tax avoiders the Tories love to help. So the Tories are supporting them, of course, but don't think they give a flying fuck about real farmers. If they did, they wouldn't have pushed for a Brexit that's caused lasting ongoing damage to the sector. They wouldn't have signed trade deals that harm the farmers, and they would have matched the EU subsidies they said they would. The person who pushed most for Brexit, Nigel bleeding Farage, also turned up to the protest, as usual, jumping on any bandwagon to raise his profile, irrespective of the trouble he's caused the farming industry. Jeremy Clarkson turned up, the man who said when he spent millions buying land that it's a better investment than any bank can offer, and the government doesn't get any of my money when I die. In other words, it was tax avoidance. He's no more a farmer than I'd be a racing driver just by buying a sports car. He's now said he didn't just buy the land to evade tax, but also so he could indulge in shooting wildlife. So I take it back. He's not a tax avoiding bastard. He's a bloodthirsty tax avoiding bastard. The farmers are saying they're nature's guardians, but that's a bit rich coming from an industry that creates massive amounts of pollution, wasting our rivers, and continues to contribute hugely to climate change with meat production. The government should have gone further with a tax on organisations and people like James Dyson who've bought up huge amounts of land just to avoid tax. But if this is the pushback we get for fairly taxing farmers, imagine the outcry if they tried to do the same to big money families, inherited aristocratic landowners, and God forbid, the royal family.